Beadmaker versus Sonex Profiline Polymer. Today's challenge is Beadmaker versus Sonex Profiline Polymer Net Shield. We're going to do a wear test using our 2013 X5. The driver's side of the car will be covered with Beadmaker and the passenger side with the Polymer Net Shield. We'll leave it on for 6 weeks and see how the water beads. First, paint has been compounded and polished. All the existing sealants and waxes have been stripped off. The natural beading ability of the clear coat. Want to see what happens when we just put water on the surface. Does it bead up? Are they large beads? What does it look like? Let's see if this gets any better when we apply the products. So beading, it's not bad. It's not sheeting at all. This test will show how the water sheets on the paint with no sealant, no waxes. Just what's it able to do on its own. So get some good water on there. Let's see how it sheets off. It's actually not bad. So first up, Beadmaker going on the right on the driver's side. Apply liberally, let it set, wipe it off. Pull the camera in so you can see the initial shine. What I like about Beadmaker is the ease of application. It's easy to tell where it is, and that may sound kind of funny, but with some of these other products, you spread it on and then you wipe it off, and you really can't tell if you wiped it off or if you even applied it, whereas because it goes on with so much liquid, you can really tell where you're at in the process. So good shine. It is certainly slick. Ease of use, I think, alone is a reason to recommend it. The thing you always hear about Beadmaker is the slickness. And slickness is really hard to convey with video, but you can with audio. So let's see, here's the uncoated side. This is just cleaned and no sealants. And listen to the glow here. Now, same amount of pressure on the Beadmaker side. Nothing. Uncoated. It's amazing. I guess the first thing we should do is I'll treat this area with the Polymer Net Shield and see if it gives you the same kind of slickness. Probably one of the big differences between the Polymer Net Shield and the Beadmaker is the application process. You can spray this directly on. You tend to lose control, and I think you waste product. You're much better off spraying it onto an applicator and then using the applicator to apply it to the vehicle. And since that's hard to do and hold the camera, I thought I'd show that first, and then we'll go over and put it on the hood. So here's that same area from the previous video. We're just going to apply it in a linear motion. We'll do a crosshatch, and then we'll wipe it off. The thing with these sealant products is you're going to want to use dedicated towels so you don't cross-contaminate when you wash. So here's the area. It's much more difficult to tell where it's been applied, but definitely it doesn't really flash. It's only about 50 degrees. But you can tell it starts to get slicker and as the product has been worked in. So there's the initial application, and once again, level of slickness, subjective. This has had a little more time to cure. We'll see how it is after we give it an hour. Okay, time for the unbiased hand test. No knowledge of which product's on which side, so you have to go to the right and left of the roundel and tell me which side is slicker. Just put your hand on it and just rub your fingers. All right, thank you. So Beadmaker won the unbiased slickness test. Now it's time to see how it performs with the bead test. We'll try again, spread some water on, see how the beading action goes. There's the Beadmaker side. Now for the Polymer Net Shield side. Beadmaker side, Polymer Net Shield. say it's about a draw. I don't really know. Just drawing the nice beads. They group up when you get enough and they run off. Similar on this side. I don't know. I'd have to actually, if I had to pick one, I'd actually give this one to the Polymer net shield. Alright, and our final test will be on sheeting. We'll flood the hood and see which side sheets better. So the bead maker side, net shield side. So finally, to wrap up, in summary, our different tests, I'd say ease of application, ease of removal, that easily goes to bead maker. Slickness goes to bead maker. Even our independent test found the bead maker side slicker. Water beading, I'd say it's a toss-up. This looks very similar on both sides of the hood. We'll have to see how it performs over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. We'll give you an update after we've had a couple of weeks of winter driving and washing and see how it performs in use. My goal is to test it again in 6 weeks.